exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the American League Division Series between the American League's Houston Astros and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you got to figure here in a 5-game series, the odds are long for coming back when you're down 2-0. But hey, it's not impossible. It's been done before, but you can bet the other guys are hungry to end this thing right here and now to give themselves a couple of days off before the next series. This should be a good one.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your defending American League Central champion, Cleveland Indians.
Now we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Taking a look at this lineup, they're going to have to work the count. That's the key to success right here. They have to find a way to drive this guy's pitch count up and get into that bullpen as quick as possible.
Trevor Bauer do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, thanks, Matty. Trevor Bauer, former first-round pick out of UCLA, has been a little bit inconsistent in his career. Good fastball, 94 to 96 miles an hour. Terrific 12 to 6 curveball. The only problem is at times he has a difficult time commanding that curveball. Has a changeup. If he has the curveball, he could be really good.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And manning second base, none other than Jason Kipnis. This guy likes to get dirty. He's also known as one of the best hitting second basemen in the game. Really solid on the defensive side as well.
Stepping up to the plate, George Springer. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
First pitch of the at-bat. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. Lindor up the middle. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
Third baseman, number 2.
MVP!
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. His numbers against Trevor Bauer, 2 hits in 7 tries. First pitch coming, here it is.
Nope.
Missed with a breaking ball.
Wow, third pitch of the game. That looked like a pretty good pitch. If that's called a ball, it could be a rough night for the pitchers tonight.
And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted in the air out to left. Naquin's under it. And that retires the side. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. And now the Indians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Zero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Well, Matty, you look at this lineup, the key to success is scoring early. Putting the other team on their heels and allowing their own pitcher to go out there and feel like he can execute his game plan and attack and stay in the zone. This offense needs to get on the board.
Garrett Cole is on the mound, and he'll look to wrap up this division series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Matt, I'm a big fan of Garrett Cole. Big, strong guy. Former first-round draft pick out of UCLA. 96 to 98 miles an hour with sink. Hard slider. His changeup has gotten better the longer he's pitched. He has a chance to be a no-hit type of pitcher every time he takes the mound.
Time for a look at the Stros on B. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Stepping in, Francisco Lindor. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Lindor.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Hard hit at third. Bregman gloves it. And there's one gone to start the night.
Batting second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, his career line against Garrett Cole. He's 1 for 4. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Reddick has a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting third.
And with 2 away now, we give you another glance at our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And here in this Game 3 of the Division Series, the big question is, will we see a sweep? Striding in for the Indians, Jose Ramirez. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Cole has his target coming at him with the 0-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Here we go. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Fisher's on his horse, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. Here's Carlos Correa now. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Shortstop, Carlos Correa.
First offering on its way. And a ball 1-0. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count. Correa, who's sometimes called Show Rea, he was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Now the 2-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Hit on the ground to third. Backhanded. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Looked to be a base hit off the bat, but he was able to range far into the hole to cut it off, as Show Track demonstrates, over 20 feet as a matter of fact. Then, just as impressively, the strong throw across the diamond to finish off the out. Stepping in is Josh Reddick, as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike one. His numbers against Trevor Bauer, he's only 2 for 10. And he falls behind 0-2. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, as he sends it on the ground to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Matt Vasgersian back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as the left-handed hitting catcher Brian McCann settles in to start out the inning at the plate. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. His numbers against Trevor Bauer, he's got 5 base hits in 19 tries. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. The 0-1. Up around the face. Pulled toward right center field. Zimmer's in pursuit. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 8, the designated hitter, Evan Gattis.
Coming to the plate now, Evan Gattis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
What do you say now, Indians?
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Onto the home run porch and gone. It's a solo home run for Evan Gattis. His first homer so far in the series, and the Astros take a 1-0 lead.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Derek Fisher the next to bat.
Derek Fisher.
And he fouls this one off. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, one run feels like 3 or 4.
And he struck him out.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Here's George Springer. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Throws in on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Astros up and running on the solo homer. We play 2.5. It's now 1-0 Houston. Stepping into the box, Roberto Perez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Roberto Perez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a slider. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. The 2-1 home. Tap down the line. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. As he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. Lindor is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leveraged. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Settling in now, Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman number 2, Alex.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he just misses with a curveball.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Popped him up. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up at the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box now, Jose Altuve. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Now a move over to first, and a dive, but he's back in there. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Into the box, Carlos Correa. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Altuve, the runner at second with 1 away. half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Standing in now, Josh Reddick, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
So 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Zimmer is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Astros leave 1, but they're up 1-0. Digging in to try it again, Jason Kipnis. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here it comes. Bouncer to the left side. Bregman has it. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
The batter, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming, here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
And now a pitch on the way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And there's the first hit of the game for Cleveland.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. Doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's gone.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Edwin Encarnacion now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
A ball and 2 strikes. Again, a 1-2. Got him swinging the throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Don't know if that was a true hit and run there with 2 strikes or not, but he's into second base safely on the strikeout. Stepping into the box, Yonder Alonso, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Full sets. Here's the first pitch. Just missed with a breaking ball. Ramirez at second with 2 down. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Here now the 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 4 full. The Astros lead it 1-0. So here's Francisco Lindor now. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Now the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Hit toward the hole. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
First things first, here's a throw over. A dive, but he's back. Now a quick move here to step off and look the runner back. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. The opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
Lindor on second. Kipnis on at first with nobody out. Line drive to left. Fisher has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
A designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Digging in, Edwin Encarnacion. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball just a bit up.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Now the 1-0. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Look into McCann, the 1-1. A line shot to third base.
First baseman, number 17, Yonder Alonso.
Here's Yonder Alonso. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. Hit down the line at first, but foul.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
2-1 to the Indians' first baseman. No runs, 4 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
Line to the right side. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. They're down 1-0. Back here in Cleveland, on to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. He's ready. Here's the first offering. On the ground to third. Ramirez is there, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter, number 1, Georgia, Carlos Correa.
Standing in, Carlos Correa. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now the pitch. And it's fouled away.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
And he misses with it, 1-1. One out, nobody on. Looped out toward third, and this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Line to the right side, but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3, but they lead it 1-0. In now for Cleveland, Ronnie Chisenhall. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. The 1-1. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Again, he sends it out of play. Another one sent foul. The 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Correa comes up with it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
The left fielder, number 30, Tyler Naquin.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Now the pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting, catcher, Roberto Perez.
Now in the box, Roberto Perez. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. From the stretch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Fouled away.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
1-1. Here it comes. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Naquin, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Stepping in, Bradley Zimmer. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout. And it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first.
Your attention, please.
The pitcher coming on now as we'll get a look at the side armor, Joe Smith.
Joe Smith.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground to short. Scooped up. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch, and the inning is over. Indians lead 1. They trail this one 1-0. So coming to the plate, Francisco Lindor. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Comes set and the 0-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Fisher arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
The second baseman, number 22, Jason Kipnis.
So digging in now, Jason Kipnis. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. There's a strike. Smith is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in, Jose Ramirez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
The 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. And welcome back to our MLB Network broadcast from Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Nick Goody enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, George Springer. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
He tried the surprise attack there with the bunt with the runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. First pitch of the at-bat. Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. Throw on to first, so they get the out, but a big insurance run is in to score as the lead grows to 2 now.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. Hit hard to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Astros 2 and the Indians nothing. Edwin Encarnacion now. He'll lead it off with his guys needing a 9th inning rally here if they're going to force a game 4.
Designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Here's the first pitch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. In terms of previous meetings with Joe Smith, he's only 2 for 10. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Somebody needs to go rattle a cage right here. Take the bats and start throwing them all over the dugout to get these boys going. If this continues, I guarantee you see a different lineup tomorrow.
A little bouncer. But that one rolls foul. Now the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And there's one gone to start the bottom of the 9th.
Now batting, first baseman, Yonder Alonso.
Here's Yonder Alonso. Here's the first pitch. Grounded to the right. Oh, look at Gonzalez. The throw to first. It's late. He's safe. That was a wonderful play, but he was unable to turn it into an out, and that brings the potential tying run to the plate now.
Hey, good effort all around, offense and defense. Nice approach on the offensive side and on defensive side. What more can you ask of him? Wasn't able to get to his feet, understandably so. Tough play. Would have taken just an absolute cannon from his knees to get the guy out.
Ken Giles takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Ken Giles.
Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. The 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. Now the 1-2 pitch. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Popped him up. Bregman in foul ground. And he brings it in on the warning track.
The left fielder, number 30, Tyler Naquin.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Boy, good fight on the slider, and it just missed inside.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
The 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Alonso is off at first with 2 away. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Last strike now for Cleveland. And start the celebration. The Astros are off to the ALCS.
Well, they know their work is nowhere close to being finished, but they've handled their business so far, winning here to punch their ticket to the ALCS and a possible trip to the World Series. Well done.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he pitched really well. He wasn't necessarily dominant, but turned in a good, solid effort and definitely was a factor in the win here.
And our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been the American League Division Series.